Okay. Here I am. Sorry. Okay. Scene. Uh, Transition 3D is amazing. This is incredible. Well, this time it really, in a sense, even if it is literally the same as every single time, it still feels somehow special and at the same time gives me some kind of nervous. So yeah, I am nervous and I am in a sense nerve wreck. But that is not what matters right now because we did it. We got to the 100 stream. So well, this time for real. Hello everybody. Hello. We finally did it. We got here. So this is kind of a special celebration, you know. Hello Saxter, hello Churl, hello Ginkgo, hello Arkia, hello Wunkum, hello Tibot, hello myself, hello Lurkers, hello Bot Watchers, hello every single one who decided to come here. Yes, this really happened. We got here somehow. Do not even ask me how, because in a sense it still feels like I am doing somehow my third stream or something like that. In a sense, but well, at the very least we are fine. So yeah. I mean, somehow it happened. um, it is kind of still early because I will take a leave for a moment. I have my Apple getting ready to it because that is also that is also part of the event. You know, this is not a real celebration if we do not have an Apple. I literally went to get Apple. So yes, we have Apple for today, particularly. So this is going to look. Wait, money. How much? I think I need to go to get the apple as soon as I can. Yes. Let me. I I didn't have a. I didn't have a clock, so I don't know how much time it has already. It really been in the. Okay. We will do this. I will go fetch the apple, just in case it got already frozen. Let me do that. It was almost frozen. It didn't completely happen. We're fine. Uh, I knew that it was going to happen because between everything else, I almost forgot about it. Uh, well, I think it is kind of frozen because it is. Why? Because I left it not in the fridge, in the freezer. So because I forgot to do that earlier, so I had to leave the apple in the freezer to have it really cold. So yes, it almost is frozen because it is kind of squishy, but it is fine. No, no real problem. So yes, we have the apple. I guess I will give it some time just in case it is frozen to defrost. And well, yes, I can't. I hate the taste of natural apple or heated apple. I don't know. So I give them a little bit of cold exposure. Yes. But well, what the fuck I was. Well, yeah, I was kind of going to say, aside from the idea of having it had been a long adventure and it at the same time also feeling very shortly, this is really great because in a sense I think this is the perfect time to say it. I didn't really expect to get so far in the meaning of commitment because I knew that I wanted to do something like this, but at the same time there was no completely real reason for me to do so. I kind of have talked about it before, so it is kind of foreseeable that I always had a little bit of slacking in me that kind of deterred me from doing what I really not only desired but also knew that would have been useful to me. But I guess, yeah, I guess it really feels great to be here right now, basically. The present is incredible. Um, in general, without going into too much detail, because in a sense we are going to do that later on, it was really great to see how everything flourished and how the whole events of the streaming, so to speak, endeavor ended up happening. Because, as I have said before, one of, well, not one, but the main reason that I stayed here was the real appreciation that people's like to show. And that is something really amazing. It feels almost weird to know that in other places, even if, well, in every single place in reality, it is always possible to give your appreciation to others. But I don't know what is that happens here that makes other really be, so to speak, uh, open about their support. When in reality, in in other places, as I said, it is a possibility, but it is not a reality. So yes, it is incredible so far. In that sense, in the other hand, the okay, one good thing, so one bad thing, I really kind of still struggle to have a solid schedule. Something that is really kind of biting me back because even today I knew that I wanted to do this around 11 p.m. EST, and I almost got here late. Almost. I got late by some minutes. Only some minutes. Not completely late, but still a little bit late. So it is weird to see that. Even if I have the whole time in the world. Uh, well, yeah. I mean, but also, it isn't completely consistent. As, in a sense, I say that I want to stream 3 times a day, and taking into consideration that different conditions end up making me not be able to, because, for example, if with my potato family we have to go out and I need to be there, I cannot avoid that responsibility because I have to stream. Um, Even if, in a sense, I had the lack of having a supportive family, they even still do not completely, so to speak, how is it, allow the idea of me being so much time here. And, well, I guess it is kind of sad because, in a sense, they still need that kind of realization about, oh, yes, this, that, potato. Fuck. I fuck. Let me. Fuck. I touched something with my foot and it fell. Holy fuck. Autistic moment. Innocent. Fuck. uh, okay, there it is. There it is. That didn't happen. What the fuck I was saying? I well, yes, that was it. In a sense, it is sad because I guess, uh, well, it isn't sad for me. It is sad for them because if you see that one of your someone from your family is doing something that he really enjoys, why would you not encourage that, knowing that it might as well be something positive, when in reality, all that they want to see is, so to speak, the income part of it. I guess trying to be acceptant about the way that they see things, it will come from the kind of poor reality. So, not in the sense that we are really ourselves, but rather as in the whole, okay, the whole Argentina is really struggling. If you think that someone from your family might not have a clear future and is even probably spending time wisely, so to speak, you will really get preoccupied by whatever that guy is doing. Because at the end of the time, or at the end of the day, even if possible new lore drop, I am pretty sure that I already said it, but possible new lore drop, I still only have 20 years, almost 21, but only 20 years, so yes. A kind of pretty young guy will be taking a lot of his time to do different things. So yes, he decided to do something that you cannot even comprehend because sadly, potato family or potato parents do not even talk English that well. So to have the capacities of understanding what the fuck is going here. So in a sense, it is weird, I guess, but at the same time, as I said before, the not support that I wanted, but more than what I ever expected, was shown to me from the community itself, in a sense. So it really feels incredible to know that so many people is really willing to show their appreciation to whatever you are trying to do, and whoever you are, because the idea here is not to say, "Oh my God, I had so much luck." I am pretty sure whoever decided to come here is almost bombarded with love, in a sense. I, for example, okay, there is no real problem with saying it, but I don't expect the person who did that to really see this. So, uh, out of nowhere, when I was trying to get accustomed to use Twitter, because never in never before in my whole life I even used that platform. While I was trying to get accustomed, out of nowhere, a lot of people really showed their appreciation by almost responding to every tweet, being there and giving like to everything, and a lot of real encouragement in a way. But if you never had that, it feels really weird to have it. And not in the sense of, you know what, I do not want it. In the sense of somebody who's shy might as well feel uh, that it is overwhelming. Not because it really is, but rather because of, I guess, it's the sad reality of never having that much uh, appreciation shown to you, I guess. But anyways, aside from that, as I said before, there is also another side of this, and it is on Twitch itself. How incredibly easy it is. Mm, when I was only a viewer, I never expected it to be so easy. So in a sense, because it too much time it ended up taking me 5 minutes, 10, something like that, to really set up the most important parts of this. The rest is only if you really want to set it up. If you really feel like having a lot of intricacies and very particular parts about your stream, you might as well spend your time doing that. But it is in no way an obligation, and it is also in no way something that you really are completely forced to do. Mm, Say, for example, you might as well not gain so much, but that is not the point here. If you do not do what you might as well have the possibility of doing, that is not the point. Because, yes, it is incredible. It really feels, in a sense, really, really incredible. And I guess something that I also had said before, and this I know I said, I have never, I have not even talked about what I am doing here with my friends, because um, I know that my family already knows that because I took the decision of telling them, but my friends, I do not even have an idea if they know, and I guess it really is amazing to see how far can anybody get by the sole incredible support that they get out of this, out of the act itself of trying, so to speak. Um, and well, also, I do not need, please do not turn me bad, but oh yeah, no, do not worry. In the future, I will surely make them. We have a lot of incredible stories, so do not doubt about me grooming my friends to become VTubers. Not the best word, but not the best word, but yes. Uh, not the best word is yes. Fuck. I didn't mean to say that, but yes. Do not doubt that I will convince them to. Fuck yes, I will convince them, and the only problem I think is I I okay. In general, my group of friends is completely occupied with our different lives, and unless I were to provide for them the possibility of a place where to stay, to have the possibility of streaming, a good internet connection, a working machine for some of them, because in a sense we really do not have that much of an incredible setup. Anybody of my group, but basically that we will really need a lot of things going on to have the possibility of them really becoming VTubers. But at the same time, I think it is in a sense a bias, because I myself have already spent at the very least 200 hours with them, at the very least. And I will say, no, okay, a more real number would be something around 1,000 hours, because we really know each other from years ago, years and years ago. So it really, I think they really have a lot of interesting things to say, to show. So in a sense, in the future, when it becomes a possibility for them to join, so to speak, the community, I hope they have great luck. But at the same time, also, I still haven't even talked about what the fuck I am doing with my life right now with them. We, well, it is kind of normal for us, because on one side they are dealing with the whole studying, or if they are not studying, they are. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Copadot. Also, I think it is kind of something that I forgot to say. Also, keep at it you yourself, man. Keep at it. Also, Bunkum, and also Arkia, and also whoever is hearing this, that is going through whatever it is, not only VTubing, in reality. Keep at it, man. It is incredible to see how much you can really get if you try. That is something that I just noticed. I forgot to say. It really is important to be able to be consistent in your things, and it really also shows how much you can really achieve if you try. It is really important to try, and what you can really reap from your efforts is also incredible. So everybody, if you're hearing this, please know that you are capable of getting there. Know it. And do not, I think the most important part also is not even doubting your capabilities, but trying, seeing if you can tune in, increase what you are already doing a little bit more, and constantly assess yourself, but not doubt. Doubt is, in a way, a killer. So, yes, please keep strong at whatever endeavor you are taking. Please, please. You do not understand how great it ends up feeling to a certain achievement, a certain goal, a certain anything. Please, really, whoever it is, please keep at it. Know that you can achieve whatever you want. And just in case, as long as what you want is good. Just in case. Yeah, but that's a century. Yes, we already have 100 days going on, so in a sense, probably I am already rotten if I were a normal potato. So we're not going to comment any further on that. I don't know. But oh yeah, well, I was saying. Okay, I think I know what I was saying. I was going on about me and trying to invite my friends later on and all of that. Ah, okay. I did a little bit of a rundown on the idea of probably in the future, in the far future, inviting them to this. But at the same time, also, I didn't haven't even told my inner circle of familiar faces, so to speak, aside from my own family, the whole thing that I am doing right now, not dealing, what the fuck, doing right now. So I guess it will be something that I will need to take my time later on. But in the other hand, as I said before, or no, as I was trying to say, um, we, if they are not studying, they are working, and if they are not working, they are, in a sense, also doing some cultivation. So yeah, we are doing stuff. We will probably get together in the vacations that are, I think, 2 months away or something like that. That is the normal time for us to get together once again, as every single year, because we end up getting freed from the most important responsibilities, and if not, those who are working also decide to take some vacations because they do not take almost any vacation at all, in a sense, because also something beautiful that Argentina gives to those who live here. You do not really need that many vacations between uh, labor strike and uh, also what is special days? What the fuck is it on English? Memorials? No. Uh, Celebrations? No. I don't know the word. Uh, Feriado. Yeah, feriado. I do not know to say that. Good luck finding the word on English. Feriado. Basically that. We have a lot of feriaditos here in Argentina, so if you're working, you really, as long as you're not overworking yourself, or what, at least my friend, I wouldn't lie, at least my friends do not need to Federal Friday. ¿Qué? Federal ¿qué? Holiday. Ah, yeah, holidays, fucking god, yes. Yes, thank you. It wasn't a third, yes. Holidays. Completely right. Yes, sorry. That word slipped my mind. Yes, between the holidays and the weekends, that also a lot of times we are given out to the average Argentinian job for us to take free. You really have a lot of free time. So at least my friends end up having the whole capacity of taking vacations for weeks on end on summer. So yes, we will see. Whatever. Uh, I still, as I said before, I still haven't even talked about whatever I am doing here. So we first will have to deal with that rock, and after that we will see how everything else goes. Water. Well, aside from that, what else will be interesting? Or well, not interesting. That I wanted to go over. Well, I think this is a great moment to do the most important part of this whole stream, and that is, let me fucking give me a second. Ay, increíble. It is the second time I'm over something. I guess even if I try to not show it, I am still nervous, you know? I am still a little bit nervous, but anyways. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. What I wanted to really do was Apple. So well, in reality, what I wanted to say was, or what, not to say, but rather to go over, was the whole story of how we got here. Or not how we got here after streaming, but rather, sorry, before streaming, but rather after I hit for the first time the streaming button, I will say. Mm, the most simple part would be something like, Mm. I had I had the first model. I didn't have it prepared. This is incredible. Give me a second. Mm, because I haven't thrown out the model, so give me a second. Give me. I think I can find it somewhere. I think I have it. Let me. If I open files here, it will dox me. Oh, I want to risk it, so give me a second. I know that I have them somewhere around here. Let me create a state. Yeah, state 1, state 2, um, state 2. What the fuck is? Ah, okay. Um, this over here. What the fuck I am? Open a little bit bigger here. Nothing. Mm, well, I kind of the biggest problem for me was to remember whatever I had trying to go on for this special occasion mostly because I kind of already forgot. So yeah, let me add this and also change this to it is somewhere around where was it? Where was it? A little bit here. Fuck, no, that was not this one. Okay, there it is. So now we can really change to here. And oh wait, it is fucking transparent. Yeah, give me a second. Filters, I think it was. Yeah, sharpen, sharpen, sharpness. No, what the fuck? Luma key, Luma key, disappear. Oh, okay, that was the one. Yeah, close. There it is, basically. Yeah, yeah. That was the first model, basically. The one that I did out of nowhere, so to speak. Yeah, yeah. This was the model that existed before trying anything, before really trying anything at all. When I was still deciding on the content that we were doing, in a sense, that was the old potato, so to speak. The only thing that we really had at that time, and it is kind of already known. The gamer, the background was basically this in some place was placed, and people said, you know what, this is so funny. Why don't you stream with it? And I said, yeah. I instead of taking it as a critique, I said, you know what, fuck it, why not? And it happened. It literally happened. The first how many times? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It literally was. Why don't you stream? Okay, thank you. I will do it then. And it ended up happening. Um, as, yes, I think I spent like only 30 days or even less with this model before changing it, because in a sense you can really see that it, even if it is worked on, it is still rough. Why? Because I didn't like how, not the mouth, but rather no, no. Fucking shit. I love my ads. Give me a second. Okay. Pero wait, better to say, let us wait for one. Yeah, well, let me keep chewing on my apple. But also, man, I do not know what the fuck is going on, but this Vtuber has like 20 different what is it, filters on, because I was using what is it, not an extension, an add-on to try and make the DVD bouncing thing when I ponder on the sanity cultivation days. And do not ask me why, but they are being applied as a filter rather than a fucking source thing that I have to manually do every single time. That's why I do not understand what the fuck is going on there. I guess it has something to do with how that stuff is made or something like that. I do not completely understand. But I guess I will have when I'm done with the stream today, I will have to go on and remove all of those. Like it's wearing glasses. What? I don't know. Probably, in a sense. It was a very rough sketch only. It didn't even have eye borders. So yeah. Hmm. Wait, the lips are, or well, I think the lips are proportionally bigger compared to the eyes because let me, I have it here. They are almost the same. Check. Oh no, yeah, they are a little bit more detailed, I guess. Yeah, yeah. There is a little bit more of detail on the other lips. I didn't notice that. I guess I kind of went over it I myself somehow. But as I was going to say, it was very funny because this first idea was a very random sketch that I made in not the best mental conditions. Not that I was bad, but rather that happened because I said, you know what, this will be the funniest shit. So yeah, it happened. After that, when as I was trying to say before the ad break, I found that I needed to rework it mostly because there was taking into account that I need to stream on 200, how much it is? 255 or 256p because I need to stream on that low, really incredibly low quality. I, uh, I ended up needing to make a model that was for that quality more observable because I myself can see it perfectly even on the preview here, but I never really saw that it was so rough, so to speak. Oh yeah, I see what you say. In a sense, it almost looks like that, mostly because the eyes are so tiny, you know, that they really end up looking weird. But well, after that, as I said before, we moved on from that to the now the real model. At least, I think you can see the mouse right. Here you can see that in this place there is the eyes were not so much changed. The only thing that really changed was the the whole what is it the whole size of the eyes compared to the rest of the model, and also a little bit more of eyebrows because they didn't have anything. Well, the potato didn't have any eyebrows at all, so that's why now it looks a little bit better. Yeah. Also, the new the new potato looks in general more. I think it looks better because the whole positioning of the world kind of make it chibi or something like that. I do not completely understand why it happened, but even I myself I am stunned with how. Okay, I think because the mouth isn't so weird compared to the other one that is really placed in the so to speak lower part of the potato, it looks better. It has a more cohesive connection, creating more of a face sense. And because it also lacks a nose, because potatoes do not fucking need noses, it really looks better in general. I will say like that. I do not completely know. I am literally inventing stuff right now. So yeah, do not credit me on what I am saying. Mm, but well, as I said, not as I said, as Bunkum pointed out, the old potato was in a sense the gamer potato, and after changing to this one, we ended up becoming more of a rambling potato and more of a philosophical place, so to speak. Mostly because at first Okay, I don't know if I said it before or not, but I always wanted to do something like that, in the sense of going over philosophical and motivational stuff. Probably going also touching some psychology, some deeper specific parts of philosophy, like as we already did, nihilism, a little bit, for example, of religion, like we are doing with the Mahabharata and all of that. I always wanted to do something similar to that, but or well, not only that I wanted always to do that, but even when I started with doing, in a sense, I still, or even more, had the idea of doing that. But when I tried to play games, it was still because I was in those early stages, so to speak, still clinging to the desire of not paying attention to other things. And now I really can say that, not that it was a good decision, but rather that it was a good change. Mm, or well, I think it is kind of implied that if it was a good change, it was because it was a good decision. So I don't know. Anyways, yes, it was incredible basically that we got here. And also, on the other hand, because really, really, um, I think on one side, the possibility of being able to speak about so many different stuff that I always had the desire to speak about ended up making me convinced of keeping on, so to speak. Because, okay, this I know when you are talking about. I personally really feel, in a sense, that sadly we are really involved in the whole mental health ordeal. Not any particular group, but rather the whole, in a sense, world. It is incredible to see how uh, not bad, but rather sad we are doing. Because if it were bad, I think we could have no possibility at all of changing that. When in reality, it is almost the opposite. It is sometimes incredible to see how literal words can change the whole world of somebody when you really show interest, when you really have the capacity of being not there, but rather, as I said before, for example, the whole ordeal of showing others support, man. You know how important that is? Because I personally didn't even take it as something so really important. When in reality, right now, if you do not have that much, not support, but rather capacity of showing it to others, you also find yourself even craving for it. So it was a really lovely to see that I was able to take, in a sense, the turn that we ended up taking now. Because, as I said, always had the desire to do this, but also I didn't found the correct way to channel that desire into reality. But being a little bit more critical of my past, it was because also, in a sense, I didn't really try. So I couldn't say more positive stuff when in reality I was not completely uh, all in that intent. It was only, I think, the past me had the desire of doing something like this for the capacity of saying, you know what, I had this desire. What is your desire? I am trying to do something good for the world, my man. When in reality, as I said before, all that I was doing was literally kind of being, mm, well, yeah, almost, even in some points of my life, almost addicted to a lot of stuff. So it really was interesting to see that happening. But aside from that, the other more positive was really seeing how many people is able to take something out of it, because in reality, in, so to speak, we're literally just starting. We're, in a sense, really not in the early days, almost in the earliest hours of this whole stuff, and almost on the most early stages of this whole plan, I I really almost try to not talk about it because my ideology is if you really talk about it, you almost take it as a granted, therefore you stop putting that much effort. But I personally hope that we end up being able to take this a little bit further, even more in the future. Because so far it really feels amazing and it really gives more than almost any other proof of acceptance, a proof of somebody taking something positive out of what we are telling here, or not sometimes not even taking out something positive. The simple capacity that some people show of trying to debate the ideas here show that there is some people who really is gaining something, even if by themselves they don't say it. And I kind of already understand it because, in a sense, it was the same with me. I wouldn't go even against that. Of you know what, if you're getting something, you need to show it. You need to completely say how you feel. No, man, it wasn't easy to open like that, and even less the whole internet in a sense. So I understand it from other people. Yeah, yeah. In a sense, we're gaining a lot of stuff here. It only or the only real part that we need to know is how, and also keep accepting that we need to gain it. No real pressure. As well, also because as I said before, we like to really take it slow, and by the capacities that we in a sense congregate here, it also shows that if we take enough time, we can go almost over anything. I will say it like that. Because I think it is also kind of important. Um, okay, I will say it like this. In one hand, it is the fear of losing. Okay, not the fear, the desire of the ego to say, you know what, this was all done by me. No, man, completely the opposite. If it wasn't for the people who really showed every single time, if it wasn't for the comments, if it wasn't for the reviews, if it wasn't for the shows of interest, if it wasn't for sometimes even I would say the collabs, the desire of others who are in the same ordeal to be there and to show that they also accept what you're trying to do. If it wasn't for the fan art, for the even if it weren't created by hand, as for example Ginkgo does, the whole AI thing, even that really gives a lot of appreciation and a lot of more fuel to keep going on. I, I, in a hand, I will say it like this: if I didn't have that, I probably would have dropped a lot earlier. And well, no, sorry for how I say that. It isn't that I'm going to drop LMAO. But I guess it, it really stays out of the the dark side of myself almost to not accept how important that is because at this point I do not completely remember which one was it, but I know when I first really started that one of the most crucial things for me was okay. I think I remember it. Um, it feels weird to say it, but at the same time, it was the fucking reality. So I will not negate it. You know, when I first decided to start, and when I first decided to even commit to the beat, was after I literally cried out of joy because it was incredible how much support I saw out of completely nowhere. You know, as I said before, out of no real reason at all to show it, because in a sense, you are a complete stranger to others. Why would anybody decide to show their support? When in reality, as easily as you can see something, you can also ignore it. So it really felt amazing. And in a sense, as I said before, the lack of that showing of support in any other case really was one of the main reasons to be here. As I said before, sorry if I am not completely able to convey how important it is. But yes, I guess it really shows. And well, I mean, not everything is also sunny, so to speak, because in some ways I really feel almost completely blessed, or not blessed, because sometimes you are kind of taking out from the decision of others the real value out of what they are doing. Because I guess if you stay here, you find something, and if you decide to watch later on the votes and you find this particular part, so to speak, it is, or you were able to get over to this, it shows that you really so something that was really catching your interest and you wanted to almost get more of it, but there is, and that is the real crushing, soul crushing part. There is so many people out there, man. It is kind of hard to talk about it without getting that chest tightening, so to speak, because you see so many, so it it is incredible to see how many people is always trying. And as I said, sometimes there are, well, that I didn't say. Sometimes there are particular parts, there are particular individuals who really have a lot going for them, and you really feel not hard, but you feel sad when they end up dropping because some other things overwhelm them. Sometimes it is not only from the side of the lack of support. Sometimes the conditions of their own lives end up making them not be able to be there. So it really feels weird when you yourself find almost your whole time being surrounded with so much love, so much appreciation for whatever it is you do. But at the same time, I think the most important part is to understand that everybody also has the capacity of spreading that. In reality, as I didn't try it before, but after trying, it is incredibly easy to raise someone. It is completely easy to use how much 30 seconds of my life to go on Twitch to find somebody or a specific target, so to speak, to raid, check what they are doing, give the audience a little bit of a rundown on where we are going to raid, and end the stream that way, instead of finishing on an empty end stream button, or finishing a kind of even on a sad note, because I think the last real sad note that we had was on the 50-day stream, and in a sense it was intended to be like that. That was one of the few real times that we went to dark topics, because I something that I also wanted to do, not only for the audience but for myself, was to see how deep somebody can get to the nihilism. Because in reality, it is easy to say, oh yeah, you know how bad it feels to be nihilistic, to have that sense, the ideas that come with it. But that was one of the few times that I delved into that whole ideology. And you really see, as I said before, I think on the last stream, how destroying it is. If you really take the nihilistic path, if you ignore it, you do not get so much hurt. But man, you really need to get out of that whole. So yes, aside from that, um, I think the most important thing right now is for me to end the apple, because I am still not even at a half of it. So if somebody has a question, if not, I will try to concentrate a little bit more on that. Yes. Yes. Ah, okay. Mm, because I think it is kind of, at the least, I personally have a lot of mental associations of a waterfall with cultivation itself. Therefore, I wanted to really. I really, I really associate the idea of waterfall with someone cultivating. Therefore, if we ended up going or drifting so much in the cultivation, why not go completely there, so to speak? And that's why we ended up literally being placed in a waterfall. If my PC is able to run it, I probably one of the few things that I will spend money on for the sake of this particular whole setup is getting probably a GIF or something like that that can be looped with a real water, or well, not with a real, with a moving waterfall, because let me give me a second. You can see obviously it is an static image, so yes, even if it, and also it is not that much of a real big waterfall. It is, I think the, okay, it is kind of obvious that it is made by AI, and the AI it best at creating something that needs a lot of emotion, something that a machine cannot really convey. So it really needs handwork or human handwork, so to speak. But yeah, basically that, because cultivation equal in my mind waterfall equal tempering of the body in the case of the waterfall, and here we are tempering with the soul, we are tempering the mind. So yeah, or tempering, yeah, cultivation, yeah. Mm. Also, another very important part of that was because I wanted to get out of the old background as fast as possible, because I didn't even know if that was an image created by someone or not. So I think it shows on my whole self, but I am pretty scared of copyright. I don't want to get a fucking copyright strike. In a sense, that is why I even use a 7-second loop of a guitar playing, um, because I know that that specific sound will not have copyright. So therefore, I will not even try to change it, at least for now, unless we really get someone who is really bothered by what they are hearing and all of those things. I could not change. I will not, so to speak, change the guitar. Probably in the future, people will really complain about it, but right now we're fine with the. What the fuck? Like mosquito. Let me open this. For waterfall. What the fuck? Eh, eh, yes, I mean yes, but it is too little. I think this is even almost pixel art, taking into account how little it is. But yes, I mean something like this basically. Uh, so, oh yeah, we have a surprise, and that is going to happen now. Hear it. Hear it. Be prepared. Be prepared. What the fuck? Why isn't it making any noise? Ah, okay, there it is. There it is. There we have it once again. The alarm, the dear alarm, that it has been so long since we had it for the last time. Wait, did I activate the background sound? Yes? Yeah. Or I am going crazy only myself. Let me see. let me see. Okay, yes. You're also hearing that, so yes. It is that alarm. I never talk about it. The only thing I did with the alarm was somebody talk about the alarm, and I decided to laugh. Nothing else. That was so funny. That was literally the best skit of the whole stream. To never say anything about the alarm. Yeah, yeah. It was very interesting to have it. And also, well, I guess if nobody really shows interest, I might as well keep it to myself, you know. But anyways, what the fuck did I have an alarm that sounded every 15 minutes? It was so funny. But let me say to Ingo because he says something really interesting. And I guess yeah, I could even try to check probably if it could work. But at the same time, I also even thought about it while I was watching the GIF itself. In reality, it shouldn't be that complicated. I yeah, yeah. They were at that time. That was incredible. You know, I think right now the content is amazing compared to that time. That time was real endurance. People really endured that whole gameplay at incredible 3 FPS, and me playing Half-Life only, or well, when I was mostly playing Half-Life, also doing the most kind of scuffed gameplay that I ever had because it was incredible. Sometimes, as I said before, I did some plays sometimes, but others it was the most random stuff. You saw me out of nowhere almost skip whole parts of the game, and not in a speedrunner way where you kind of understand what the fuck was going on. Almost by complete accident or getting stuck. I think one of the streams I lost like half an hour on doing things. And yes, also the fact that I was a potato was incredible. Yeah? It is completely acceptable. I cannot even say anything against it. It was true. The fact that I was a potato almost gave the whole thing uh, an lore reason as to why what was happening. I guess, but well, now or well, even now, I'm still struggling with FPS because max FPS that the stream is going on, and now I can finally see it because OBS updated. The stream is set to go at max at 30 FPS, and I have lag if I get over 25. I am right now. I am at 20 FPS. I don't know what the fuck is the problem with my PC, but it cannot run OBS by itself. I think. Yeah, yeah. I. But well, we will take this amazing ad break for me to go to the bathroom because I was almost peeing myself for some time. So let me take another bite of the apple and go to the bathroom. Okay, I'm going to the bathroom. Have luck with the we're back. And also, I think we are going to, after I finish the apple, I will, as always, have to go and throw out the apple heart. So yeah, did yours finish? Yeah, okay, they did. Great. Where the fuck I was? Can somebody tell me? In reality, I will also get there myself, so do not worry. I think we were about. No, I lost myself. I don't know what I was talking about. But well, if I am not capable of remembering, I might as well move on to the next part of this. Also, I think it is very interesting to see how much by changing the mindset that one has about the things they like to do, they really find benefits from that. Because, oh yeah, wait. I was saying, now I remember, it was about the whole um, PC not being able to keep up. But well, at the same time, right now I do not even worry because I do not have to play anything or things like that. So thank God that it almost completely worked out by itself, and that I do not have to worry anymore about not having a 30 FPS every single time and things like that. Because I think being able to, or well, having been able to do the whole content shift made it easier, not only for me but also for the whole PC. Because it is already kind of old. I think at this point it has like 27. So for 7, 8 years is not PC laptop. So as every single laptop, their fucking uh, ventilation is completely bad. So it is almost a magnificent thing that it is still working. But anyways, the other thing that I was going to talk about was the whole changing of the mindset. As I was going to say, it is completely beautiful to see how simply changing how you see things. Um, no, don't worry. Um, or wait, I am not muted. Oh no, yeah, I am unmuted. Sorry. It was only I thought I drop a little bit of an apple on the ground. So with every single fruit, if it goes to the ground, you will have to clean it. So yeah. Otto, okay? Pato, what the fuck did you say? What? See through this time. What? 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 Okay. 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 Yes. I kind of deactivated that. Why? Yeah. To see the older model. We saw it. I'm fucking up. I almost choked there. That was a real thing. But I have it here. See. There it is. We're back. We're back to the beautiful. Okay. A little bit of a preface in this case would be, even if what I might be going to say could apply to everybody, I cannot take it from a different point of view, but from my personal one. Because if it wasn't for me changing how I ended up seeing things and how I ended up feeling about the whole streaming ordeal, and not being so preoccupied about having the best quality and having the best mic, and at the same time also learning to not get so no not so worked up about how to have the best stream and all of that. Because okay, let me say it like this, just to not offend anybody. I remember one of the earliest streams was specifically the ninth. I got a lot of help because somebody really tried to show me how to make it have a little bit more of quantity. And it happened on the... No, you are still banned, Ronsman. As I was... Fuck! I dropped the apple! I am a fucking stupid! Oh no! No! This is... what the fuck? What? I am an... Okay. I completely fucked. This is... No. No. What the fuck? I dropped my apple. Now it has... No. I will have to... Yeah. Ah, okay, let me. I will have to clean the room. And I need to do it before I'm going to sleep. Fuck, okay. We're going to do this. I will end the apple. I will clean it. I will go finish it, and I will need to take a break to clean the room because a sticky room means tomorrow morning. What is going to wake me up? Are going to eat the fucking ants, eating myself alive. So yes, let me end this and go clean the room. Fuck. Yeah, I think it isn't that I think, it is that I know. I got so nervous about what I was talking about that I ended up dropping the fucking algo. You know, literally, preschooler kid. What an incredible kid. He got so nervous that he dropped what he has on his hands. Oh. But okay, let me go through this. Let me go through this. I will take some minutes because I need to clean the room. So we're going to go here. No. The sound is my PC working at its max speed. That is the sound, you know. So let me change now. Some. Oh, you know what? Adorate. Now that I have the possibility, I will insert some ads so that we do not have to deal with them later on. Let me do it. I am incredible. A professional artist, I will call myself. Season and now ads. Okay, literally as I came back, fuck. Okay, give me a second, give me a second. Shut up. There it is. Restart. Okay. I noticed how much fucking Apple literally spilled all over the place. Oh yes, we are on an ad break. This is incredible. This is beautiful. Uh, I am the biggest troll there is the whole world, my friend. But well, what was going on? Oh yeah, um, I wait. We are on a night break, or is somebody hearing? If not, I might as well take some time to wait for those who really are on the ad break. 7 seconds. You know what? Waiting is better than to leaving somebody behind. So yeah. Hey, change the scene. What the fuck is this transmission so far in time? I had like 2 minutes of delay on the Twitch setup. What the fuck? I don't know. Anyways, as I was going to say, it really was funny to see that out of completely nowhere, um, I got nervous. But well, now on the real topic, on the ninth day, I really got a lot of advice and a lot of guidance on how to get the highest quality possible on the stream. Taking into consideration, at least, the setup of somebody who has a good PC. We will say it like that. And I didn't know that the setup needed to be even lower to not kill my PC, as it was doing. So I changed everything after the 9th day for the 10th, and the 10th was, in a sense, the most relieving stream that I ever had, because that was the stream. After that stream, I think, or what, before that stream, I was kind of streaming at like, let's say, 5 or 10 FPS, and in that stream, I literally was even myself, well, not myself, the PC itself was completely lagging, because something that happened was the games were not lagging, but OBS was lagging when capturing them. Well, on the 10th day, everything fucked up. And the 10th day was the funniest day I ever saw. After that day, I kind of stopped caring. After that, I think, in a sense, that day broke me because it was so incredibly funny how every single thing went so bad. I literally followed the guidance that somebody gave me step by step, trying to get the whole thing working. And I literally fucked it so bad and flipped incredibly wrong on the 10th day that after that I understood my position. And I think, what was it? I do not completely remember why I ended up deciding to not even go back to playing video games. But if I no, I don't have the possibility of remembering why did I choose to not go back to playing video games. That is weird. I guess, well, I, personally at least now I will say it like this. No, 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 wait. I remember. Because, okay, I think at that time I was going through, so to speak, one of my highest point of addiction, let's say it like that. Uh, I was really, I think, since I woke up after doing the things that I have to do, I started playing. I kept playing after I had to go eat, and I neglected a lot of my other, yeah, my responsibilities, because at the end of the day there were things that I had to deal with. So after taking some care of that and dealing with the most obligatory things that I had, I literally spent, I think, 10 hours of the day playing or something like that. It was incredible how, before really rifting the whole content, I decided to rendition, to surrender myself in the face of addiction. And well, after, I think it was, uh, okay, I didn't say it here, but after the first whole just chatting stream that I did, I really celebrated in a sense the possibility that was open to me, and seeing also how incredibly great I I performed, even for my own standard, because in a sense, even if other people were to tell me at that time that I did great, my first just completely just chatting stream was really important for the sake of seeing on my own eyes that I had the possibility of going because now that I go back in time, I can see that one of the main reasons as to why I decided to not do so much content aside from playing was because when you see somebody play, you kind of accept that they are not going to be so able to interact with chat. Therefore, you accept that they probably are going to see whatever you say and go like, oh, yeah, this is so funny, or yeah, you're right, or oh, what you're talking about, you're wrong, and keep playing, and probably sometimes not even have the necessity of provide comment because well, that is a different thing. They might think it is okay, and we're not going to discuss if it is completely fine to not talk or things like that. Basically, there is people who really lets the shyness get the best out of them, when in reality, uh, I think as an entertainer, you kind of have to talk at the very least a little, So seeing that I was able myself, as I said before, to go on so long and yeah, by only talking, really showed me the possibility. Because also, even if I was one of the only games, I think I will never not enjoy is Half-Life. Even if I was enjoying that game, on the other hand, all the other things that I was playing were really good. All the other things that I was trying to do were really exacerbating if they were done on stream. And when I was not playing, I was really spending a lot of my time playing a lot of what do you call it? A lot of a second. Okay, a lot of idle games and things like that, which literally are time sinks. So yeah, I really ended up. Thank you, Vinja, and welcome. Wait, did I never say that? Holy fuck! I just know this. Oh my god, sorry. Welcome, Osmond. Sorry for being so late at that, but welcome. I think I kind of forgot to say it before, but yes. As I was going on, the first moment that I noticed my real possibilities of only chatting and nothing else were an eye-opening experience. And after that, whatever else happened stopped being so important to me in the sense of really having to go over games and having to go over anything else. And as I said before, I always had, in a sense, the desire of doing something kind of as we are doing now, cultivation content, mental health, a little bit of philosophy if it is needed, a little bit of psychology if it is needed, a little bit of almost biblical content if it is needed. But more than anything else, the idea of being able to give to whoever needs to hear it the encouraging words that they might wish, or even if they themselves do not see as a wish, they might really have the underlying necessity of having in their lives or obtaining in their lives. Because, kind of as I said before, it really is a problem that we're having right now. And it really is kind of a saddening thing to notice how incredibly easy it is sometimes to give that to others. And even if it is like that, we still do not even try to do it. But anyways, right now I cannot even complain about myself anymore. I really am happy with how it's everything going. And yeah, I do not know why did I change the topic, but I was going to talk about it a little bit also, because the whole change on my mentality was very important. In or well, before that, something that I knew I went over was not, as I said before, not only because I myself realized that on the first Satsu stream that I did, it went well, but also seeing that people really stick there and was able to endure the whole stream, when in reality, I never really. Okay, we can correlate both topics. When I first started streaming, I think I entered here with the old mentality because I never was someone who really used Twitch that much. So I had the mentality of, you, or well, not you, anybody that really tries to stream will probably get a growth of, like, you from 1 or 2 on your first stream, then on your 10th you are already probably on 20, and by your 100th stream, where we are right now, you probably should have, like, I don't know, 50 at the very least. A very incredible, gruesome mentality more than anything else. Because at the end of the day, I literally did not know anything at all about what I was spewing, and I guess it really shows even more now how incredible it is for everybody to really endure this. And in my case, when I saw the hardship that it was to get constant numbers, when I did my first just chatting stream, I really saw that not only was I almost able to keep them, but also even kind of grow them a little bit more sometimes, or not sometimes, over the duration of the whole stream. And I wouldn't like to go over the logs. I will probably do it. I think, let me see. Is it too much for my PC to try and do that or not? Let me... 7 days. Oh no. What the fuck? It only goes back to 7 days. Ah no, okay. It only needs to load, but we will look at that. Activity, yes, filter, let me filter. Because at that point I am pretty sure the only thing I got was raids. And the only raid I got was a lot later on. I didn't get the first raid exact first time I went live, so that's why. Or well, not the first time that I went live. I think the first time I didn't get one. The second one I got, in a sense, because of the flavor of the month buff. Let's say like that. I got one of the biggest raid yet, thanks to Dempa. So yes. But after that, hello Dempa. Timing, comedy timing. But yes, and also hello. So no one. Sorry for not saying anything. I was searching for this over here. Hype chat. I never got one. I am incredible. Beats. Can you show me stop? I know I the problem is that we have no more Apple. But I could I think Tempa doesn't have something like yeah. I dropped the Apple. It was the worst event that happened so far today. I literally dropped the Apple, so I had to speed run eating it. But here it is. I knew it. I remember that day. I didn't get. I didn't have the array on the first time that I did my first just chatting stream, so it was really beautiful to see that I was able to keep consistent at that. What? What? I was telling you. I don't have an Apple. What the fuck are you talking about? I am not even paying attention to the Apple. Can go relax, please. Yes. Yeah. This is incredible. Wait. Vita. Do not bite the bait. Okay? Do not beat the bite. this is not real. The number is only there because that is the amount of streams. I think we are not even 2 months in. It, this is a la psyop to get more attention. This is incredible. Yeah, yeah. I say it like this because number go up. Oh, wait. Shut up. There it is. Warfan. Yeah, probably. Probably. I like to everyone who really believed that this was the 100 day. But it's. Sorry. Papa, say something. What? You always eat apples. Don't you eat other fruits? Yeah, yeah. I also eat other apples. Do not worry. I ate, I think, bananas and well, nothing else. Yeah, mostly because I do not buy them. Therefore, I do not have a real possibility of eating anything else. Yeah, yeah. Royal foods. Yeah, probably. I mean, well, at the same time, I do not know if I say it or not. So I think you kind of have to, what is it? To guess it more than anything else. Vita, I don't know what the fuck they're saying. Tangerines are the worst. They taste like shit. You cannot even eat the peel of a tangerine. Well, a banana also you can't, but um, I mean, as I said before, I only buy banana and apple. Anything else is shit for me. So do not ask me to eat anything else. I was very spoiled when I was. Shut the fuck up, cerrar el orto, cosa. No. Yes, I eat banana, jajaja. No, I don't eat peels of bananas or anything like that. The only peel that I learned to eat was the um, apple peel, and that really feels great. But that is something that really is interesting. I have been in the whole process of learning about things to keep talking on and on the future streams. I think it is very important to think about the different things that you eat in a positive way, because testing it with my family, I can really see when they have the mentality of, you know what, I am going to eat this and this is going to do bad to me, they really get sick on the stomach or on the body itself sometimes. I think it is very influencing. But, sorry, only red apples. I think you also know it about green apples are pricey. I won't buy green apples even if they are better or more healthier for the body than red apples. I won't buy them. I am not willing to buy anything like that. And also something that I do not have an explanation for, but some bananas that I have eaten, they are not venenosas, but they are llena de alcohol, basically. Because I don't know, I think they end up fermenting when I let them be on the freezer or something like that. I do not have a reason as to why that happens, but it has not been only once that I have eaten a banana that literally tastes like alcohol almost. So I guess it has something to do with that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, milk basically. Water. Sorry. As I was going to say, probably I need to eat my fruits faster because I think I spent like an hour, but at the same time, I also I also like to talk a lot. Or well, in general, I eat one fruit a day. I try to not overdo it because in general, I think I talk about it. I like to. I like no. Sorry to say it so. I am going through a process of shedding a little bit of fat because since I started, I think I have at this point already lost like 5, 6 kilos, something like that. I think I was not so fat as before, but I am still a little bit fat, and therefore I need to watch how much I eat because that was my main problem. I really was someone who binge eat a lot, or ate, so to speak. And well, I think that is also something interesting to talk about in the future, because sometimes you're not you. People really like to get out their nervousness in ways that they themselves don't even realize. I wasn't really overeating because the food itself tasted great. I was, at one point, I remember I was even eating um, almonds, things that I hate with my whole passion. Mm, but because I needed to constantly have something in my mouth, in the sense of eating and chewing and all of that, I I was really deep into the eating habit. So yes, it is weird, but I mean, at the end of the day, there are a lot of yes. I mean, nowadays, for example, all I can really say is at the same time that in the whole process that we kind of already speak about what it is, the whole process has shown me an importance on eating healthy. So I also changed, example, nowadays, any kind of fruit, I will eat it not for the what the fuck, mouse. Okay, the mouse died. Anyways, fucking mouse. As I was going to say, nowadays I literally kind of, and I am going, or I am trying to go for the idea of if it if it is good for my body, I will eat it. If it is not good for my body, no matter how much of an incredible taste it has, no much no, I have the mouse pad on the laptop because this is a laptop I am streaming, so don't worry. As I was saying, no much how incredible of a taste it has and anything like that. Nowadays, I am trying to avoid that bad habit. That, and well, also kind of funny to see it. I was able to start saving a little bit more of my own money, not fucking overeating. So it also is a motivating factor to not be poor because I am not eating incredible amounts of food as I was doing before. But well, where were we? We were okay. We drifted like for 20 minutes after Demba appeared. It was the whole first Satsu, and after that, as I said, when I realized that I had the possibility of going on for so much time, literally speaking, I decided to do two main changes. Go for the idea that I always had about streaming and not have it only as an idea, because even at that time I was already kind of consuming the content that nowadays I only consume, so to speak. Um, the whole ordeal of, you know what, you should always try to become better and you should always try to work on yourself and the different problems that has a person in their daily life and stuff like that. That whole ordeal, I have been trying to work my best on it. When I noticed that literally not only people was there, but in a sense was being really supportive, I decided to make the whole shift on that specific content. And also, another thing that kind of happened was the whole stick of, it, it really shows a lot when what you are doing is not only enjoyable for a moment, but the long lasting effects are also enjoyable. Because, for example, when I was playing video games only, the moment itself, it is very enjoyable, but the remorse that comes with the idea of I could have spent my time more wisely. I could have done something different. I could have changed what I was trying to go for. I could play something in a better way. I could have blah 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 blah. Blah. That whole dramatical inner dialogue really got shut down when what I was focusing myself was literally on entertaining not only others but also myself, and in a way that really felt incredible, because that was the most crucial part of the whole change, so to speak. And also because not only in one hand I wanted to talk about different topics, but because I was also neglecting, for example, eh, I was thinking before going live how much I had been thinking about the Bhagavad Gita. I checked and I had the book downloaded for the last 5 months and I never even touched the book. I never even tried to read it before streaming. And it wasn't even the Mahabharata that is as intimidating as the Bhagavad Gita. The version of the Bhagavad Gita that I found is literally 76 pages long. And I wasn't able to finish a book like that. What? Therefore, when I did the whole content shift, I also started to work on those things that I wasn't paying so much attention. I started to only consume the content that I really knew not only was interesting, but ended up being useful to me, and that whole mentality changed, so to speak. Because at the end of the day, know that in a sense we are really going for the mental health positivity and all of that. I think it is very important not only to be a little bit prepared, but rather to be in a sense completely ready to deal with anything that might end up coming this way. Because at the end of the day, we never know if, for example, tomorrow I will not be able to stream anymore. So I really need to have the capacity of, whenever it ends, be able to say, you know what, I did my best. And when this ends up coming to a closure by some random accident or anything like that, I am completely happy with what happened. Not like I was doing before, as I was saying. I play literally video games when my real desire is to literally stop playing and to do something useful with my life in that sense. So that's why it really felt amazing to be able to do the whole content shift. And the only actual fear that I have, as I have talked before, or what not on this point of view, I have talked before that I want to do a whole kind of study session on the whole course that the MIT has on psychology, and that is my actual biggest fear. I do not know how much that will end up crashing or not, but at the same time, also, even if it does not so well, the possibility of having 3 streams throughout the day really shows that I might as well, if I end up proposing it seriously to my own person, have the possibility of doing, for example, learning at the morning, um, a little bit more of like just chatting at the evening, and at the end of the day, as always, or as we are trying to go, more relaxed and just as we have now, just list and different ideas that might be interesting to digest and might be interesting to go on and all of that. So it only is a little bit of a problem, my actual sleeping schedule, because I think, well, it is not so bad uh, right now, but before it really was horrible. And the only real problem that we might end up having, and this is a problem, or well, not a problem, but rather an immovable object, so to speak, that is the whole hotness of the summer here in Argentina, even more where I live. Why? Because we're already nearing the, I think, almost 40 grades mark. So we're like 3 months away from the real summer. So I fear what the fuck will happen in summer. But at the same time, uh, it I thank God for having already explained my family what I am doing with my life, and also something that I implemented some years ago, being completely nocturnal on summer. Because if I were not, I will be dying of the heat. I think it has to do a little bit with also how I think about the heat. I really am not capable of sustaining myself when it is so hot. So I guess we are going to see how we change the schedules on the summer, on this upcoming summer. But anyways, um, at least so far we're really amazingly fine. And well, yeah, one of the only preoccupations that I really had and I can really say I already solved in a sense is the possibility of being overwhelming with how much content sometimes I end up dealing to others. When in reality, if those who come here, at least seeing it from my own past perspective or my own as a viewer perspective, I will say I find it more interesting to have challenging content than to have a content that has no thought. Alarm! Wake up, motherfucker! But anyways, as I was trying to say, I think yes, I think the most important part is to have yes, yes. Welcome, Manasan. Yes, the best part of the whole stream, the random alarm going on. I, we could have it constantly, you know. We will have it, but I mean, why not? Why not have it? Why not have it always active, going out at random times? But I was going to say that, in a sense, I was preoccupied with the idea, or well, not preoccupied, occupied when because I felt that it already happened, uh, of dealing to others incredible loads of content, and not in the sense of incredible because it is unbelievably good, but rather incredible in the sense of how the fact do I talk about so many topics, and I expect my viewers to be able to, so to speak, digest them. In reality, it is kind of the opposite. From the viewer's perspective, at least that I prefer to have challenging content that gives me a reason to come back to it than to have, as I said before, nothing at all to digest, and to have something that kind of smooths my brain as I had it before. From my viewer's perspective, in a sense, I guess I won't get so many people who will always come here for the sake of being relaxed, because I guess you need to do a little bit of mental gymnastics if you're here. But at the same time, we kind of already talk about it. So it is not so needed to say that life isn't so easy. If you're not working sometimes, you are only spending your time wisely. And I do not mean it in a completely derogatory way, but you do you. So I prefer to keep at this pace than to have to slow down how I say things and all of that. So, well, I never check how many people are we. Bungun, Vita, Anna, Kupa, Songun. Will it be great? I wanted to do that before. Would it be great to go over the list of things that I have prepared? Because, in a sense, one of the few reasons as to why I posted it in so many places was to see if somebody saw it and said, I might have an interest on this particular topic. That's why I kind of made it public, not only for the sake of showing that I put a little bit of my effort, but rather for the possibility of somebody reading or skimming through it and seeing a particularly interesting topic. Because personally, I think if I were to be given the possibility, I will try to choose something rather than to not decide anything at all. But anyways, wait, what? Probably. I mean, it has nothing to do, but yes, it probably is something like that. Probably. I don't know if potatoes of the actual era, but probably in the future we're going to discover what we are right now lacking. But I never talk about it, but I think the whole endocannabinoid, it is on English, the whole endocannabinoid system is very weird and very interesting because it is not a limbic system nor lymphatic. It is another completely apart system that exists inside the body, the endocannabinoid system. So that's why I think it is very interesting how we are going to develop that whole thing in the future, probably. But anyways, as I said before, we are not going to really delve into anything today. So, well, also, it was your possibility to say, yes, I to see that list, so you kind of fuck yourself over. But still, to literally, I will, what to say, literally open the book and choose. And okay, I literally, my process of selecting what I am going to talk about, put my finger down, what the fuck I ended up pointing at, the erotica or the lust. That's it. And that is, for example, a topic that I have to develop. Why? Because I have nothing else written about it. That is incredible. In a sense, and in the other, you had the possibility of saying, you know what, I want to hear a little bit more about what is on that list. But you said nothing, my brother. You got fucked. And if you are watching the VOD, I am sorry for you. I mean, I cannot do anything about the past. But well, on the other hand, I think, okay, is anything else to really talk about? Because I already have been going on and on and on and on for 2 hours. Let me think. Well, kind of obvious, in a sense, that probably from my own volition, we're not going to play anything else so far. I don't think I have anything really of an interest to play. When is the 24-hour endurance? Probably, if everything goes well, it is right now, at this point in time, it is too much of a stretch, you know? But I will say it like, I do not want to, so to speak, end up wronging myself or getting ahead of myself. But if everything goes well, and also in a sense it is also my duty that it goes well, sorry, do not think that it is something external. If I make the correct efforts, we might have it on the possibly on the middle of the next year, like between July and something like that. Because, well, different reasons. I don't think I really have the necessity of sharing them. Also, to not preoccupy the viewers with it, because at the end of the day, it is my responsibility to make it work. And also, well, the only thing to clarify is, even if I want it, did I already say hello to you, or did I never say hello, Crank Rack? Just in case, hello, Crank Rack. But well, as I was going to say, possibly it might not be only endurance, because endurance for the sake of endurance means literally nothing. Unless I find something really important to endure, and so far I have literally zero idea about what will be so worthy of enduring 24 hours on stream. Aside from something like that, I don't think it will be a pure endurance stream. It will be more something like a sabaton or something like that, where it really has a reason behind it, not endurance for the sake of it. Personally, well, it is my point of view. You do whatever you want with it. I think if you engage on those activities for the sake of it, you are kind of damaging yourself. Because I, on my own body, have seen how damaging it is to lack for an entire day sleep. So I don't think endurance for the sake of enduring 24 hours and saying to others, yeah, I did endurance streams, means really much. If I am going to fuck up a whole week or even a month of my future for doing that, or even more if something goes wrong, or if I not pay enough attention to me and things like that. But as I was talking about the idea of probably we're not going to play anything else so far. Okay, the only thing that I really find wondrous is somehow I haven't had the necessity of playing games. As I said before, I really was deep into that shit in a sense. So it feels weird to see that I am not anymore engaged on that, in the whole sense of that, because it isn't that I say I do not play games. I end the stream and the literal first thing that I do is queue on League of Legends, for example. No, literally, I think it was October 8th or something like that. The last day I played something on my Steam account. After that, no necessity, no desire, no little. Yeah. I was an incredible league player. Well, that is a story for itself, man. That is one of the few stories that I have. I had a Okay, I ended up having like three different accounts. Shut the fuck up! I take showers now. I am a useful human to the society. I am better than what I was before. Do not worry. Do not worry. I'm so sorry for being mean. I didn't mean to be hurtful. It was only a joke. Yeah. I mean, in a sense, I was already kind of smelly, and well, I am already needing water. I already feel my throat. There it is. But well, um, oh yeah, the only most crucial thing that I kind of forgot to talk about, and it is fucking incredible, is how kind of um 1v1. No, I am not going to play video games. I have no need. You want to. It is kind of scummy to say it, but you want to do a collab, we are going to do it. If not, I am not going to play video games. No real reason to play video games. I won't play them for the sake of playing. No, man. I am not going to get even near that temptation. But I mean, I was already deep in that shit. I am not going to play with fire. I knew my past self. I do not know my actual self and how much I might be ending up in a sense. No playing November. well, as I was going to say, the only thing that I forgot was the whole microphone ordeal. I said it before. I had to use my own money because the payment I got it today. I literally got the payment today of the drone thing. So in a sense, we're fine because I finally got the money back from that. So I do not have to worry so much about having more than anything else a microphone. And well, the only real problem now is really knowing when the microphone will arrive, because it is still, I think, like almost a whole province far from me, because I haven't gotten a specific date. I still am only on between the 17th and the 23rd, and well, it is more of a curiosity, but I do not understand what the fuck happened with Tron, because now it says that I got half of the payment. I do not know. I do not care. I already spent my money, so, and also I already made it back, so I don't care at all. And well, yeah, I can perfectly say it. Even if I am running at a loss, no fucking problem with that, No real problem with that. So far, after doing the whole content shift, that is what I am doing right now feels so great to me that even if it was by what I was doing running at loss for me, I will keep going at it. And well, one of the few things that I really talked about before, not right now, was I need to I need to see if I have to change from internet service provider company, because we literally saw yesterday that I got fucking trolled by it. Or if it isn't that, I will probably need to what was it? Need to at the very least increase my service, my actual plan on internet internet because we're in the middle. We're not on the highest one. So I hope that if I were to change to the highest one, at the very least, they will provide a little bit more of quality. Because literally this month, we finally got the whole quote that we are paying for. Not like before, where I was paying for 50 megabytes of download, and I only had 30. But also kind of funny to see that the only thing that I really want to have a better internet is for streaming. I almost do not have any other usage for it so far. But well, one of the few things that I was thinking about was what the fuck I am going to read. Because I think it is kind of too far into the future to say it, but taking into account that we are going to spend so much time about or finishing the whole Bhagavad Gita, the Mahabharata, I might as well try to already sort out the next books after that. And I think the only thing that I wouldn't like to have is multi readings, because at the end of the day, you are reading one thing, you're paying attention. You're paying attention to one thing. If you're reading different stuff, you won't really be paying attention to whatever you are reading. So yes, I guess we are going to see what I end up reading after finishing the yes, alarm once again. we are going to see what I end up reading after, probably in 2015 or something like that, when I end up really finishing the Bhagavad Gita. Fucking shit, once again, the Mahabharata. What we will have in the future. So far, I think we are going to do something like meditations from Marco Aurelius, because I think I never saw it read, or well, more than anything, because also we have to fucking meditate on that. One of the most amazing books is that I said it before that I wanted to do something kind of oriental. Probably, if it isn't meditations, it will be the Five Rings. I already had a little bit of a reading on the Five Rings, and the only problem is that I do not remember who was the creator of it. But one of those books we are going to read in the future and to analyze, as we are doing with the Mahabharata. But well, now also something that I didn't say, that was the last alarm. Now we are really finishing this. So yes, if anybody has any question at all to make to finish this with a little bit more of problem solving, anything at all that you want to ask, and if not, we're going to see, and we're going to probably see what we're going to do after this. Basically, read someone, because in my case, even if I am not sleepy yet, No, fuck you. I won't lower the potato kiss reading. You do not deserve it. No, not that. But in a sense, I mean, I think 5k takes kind of a lot of time, yes. Mostly because... How the fuck did you get another? What? What? What the fuck? What? How did you get another? Didn't you already claim one? What? And no, yeah, do not worry. You cannot change who your kiss is for. Cooperate, it is for you, my dear robot, so... I could do it on Spanish, but also it is kind of funny to hear it for everybody else, so I won't do it on Spanish. Cooperate. I am really thankful for you being able to endure the whole stream. I am also thankful for you and your whole ordeal. I think in a sense, because you are also from the same country as me, you know sometimes how hard it is for us to do whatever we end up doing here. So I hope you keep at it. And also, I think in a sense, as you saw, there is always support out there. So please, even if sometimes it doesn't feel like the best day to keep, the best day to stream, know that you can do it. So well, with that, no, I mean, in a sense, I think it is kind of something that I never explained, but And you know how incredible it is? Because it is literally only encouraging words, nothing else. It is not something like I love you and I will go out in a date with you. It is literally only encouragement. If if you are not, well, not in a critical way, yeah, I will rather keep it to myself. But well, any other question? Something more like questions? Or oh yeah, do not worry. I think I have been thinking already because the only ones that I would not know how to kind of give encouragement are the lurkers who probably have 5k or even more. Those who have 5k and are lurking terrify me because I do not know shit to say to them. But to the rest, I have already kind of a very basic idea about what to say. At the end of the day, it is kind of something that I have to do, you know? So the rest, oh yeah, do not worry, Rita. You talk on the chat, so I also have an idea about what to say. I think the most interesting part is going to see some reactions from some of those who in my head I already know they are a little bit introverted, and at the end of the day you get put into the what is it into the limelight when you get the X redeem. So yes, it is weird for those who are introverted to get so many good words, especially from a place where literally you know everybody else is going to hear it, but you are the one who is redeeming that, not me. So, well, as I said before, no questions, nothing else to say, nothing more to add, nothing. Something, words, funny words, conveying ideas by words, and if not, I don't know what else to say. Well, I think I kind of already found also my point today with my throat because well, a little bit. It was also because I ended up getting nervous. Therefore, I kind of fucked up my voice a lot of times. When I almost ended up screaming, when I dropped the apple, when I really got nervous because I did the whole. Well, I didn't say it, but I almost choked when I was drinking water also. So it was funny. And well, I also choked in a certain moment with the apple, so it, it was a funny day today, you know. So my throat needs to relax, and well, at the very least, I am comfortable with having found a way to consistently talk, because I would feel bad if I knew that I still am struggling with my whole voice tone. I think the only thing I don't really need to work on right now in that sense is hearing myself, but everybody else has, so I am not alone with that at the very least. I find comfort in that idea. So, yes, as I said before, questions, something to ask, something to hear about, something that you would like to be answered. Um, well, a little bit of a clarification, just in case. I think I never said it, but if anybody has a question that is non-related to whatever I am talking about, that is also in a sense why I have it there. You can literally ask, and I will probably drift the whole stream to respond whatever you want, as long as it is logical or what was it in the space of this whole what the fuck? Okay, okay. I think my PC is also telling me to end it here because it almost crashed. My whole PC froze up. Wait, is OBS working? Okay, we had some frame drops even, but anyways, I guess I will see. Fuck. Okay, yeah, PC angry. Fucking god. Well, yes, then need to close up then. Fuck. There's nothing else to add. Fuck. Well, let me see. I think I have something probably in the back of my mind that I am forgetting, as always. Think that I cannot avoid in a sense, but at the same time, I cannot deal with that right now. We have already gone through a lot of stuff, especially today. So this is a very special moment. Why? Because we are getting closer and closer to ending. Therefore, probably we're going to raise someone as always. And also something very funny that happens is that every single time I say that, 20 different people leave. I got fucked by that, but I cannot change that. So anyways, if you're hearing this, it means that you decided to stay until the complete end of this transmission, or the VOD. If you decided to watch the VOD, I don't know what specifically with this one. But anyways, as always, thanks for everything that happened. Thankful for the whole experience today. Also, because in a sense, it ends up being more of a closing, or more of a, what is it, of an opening, that what I end up having the rest of the time, because I really don't Italian. But that was sort of, that is me aside from me. So I think we have done a lot of beautiful Vtuber. So yes, no, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for looking, thanks for hitting, thanks even if you were not completely able to stay, for even trying to be some minutes. Thanks as always for the whole experience, for the whole time. And also it is starting to fucking rain. I hope you heard that last thunder, because it almost shook my whole house. I am ending it here because I am going to get my house destroyed by the rain. So goodbye. We're raiding Abigail Crocs M, who is yes, more fucking rain. This is beautiful. I won't say anything political, but man, what a great play was that of Brazil to open the floodgates after like 3 months of hoarding the whole water. Thank God it happened, because also I was fucking getting dry. But now, on the topic of what we are going to raid, Corn Kid 64, I do not know what this game is, but I hope you kind of have an idea about Abigail, another VTuber that is kind of finishing this game. I think, yes, it says final here, so I hope you can enjoy that stream as always. Goodbye. Wow. Wow. Nothing else to say. Thanks for everything. Ciao. Ciao, ¿verdad? And also, wait, what the fuck? What? I really stop hearing this.